Are you considering a move to Santa Rosa, California, but you're not from the area, you don't know what's nearby, you're tired of pulling up maps because none of it really makes sense to you? This video is just for you. Today I'm going to be opening up a map of Santa Rosa's East Side Junior College neighborhood, one of the more premier neighborhoods here in Santa Rosa, and I'm going to be telling you everything there is to know about it. What's up, guys? My name is Danny. I'm Cronin. I'm a real estate agent right here in Santa Rosa. And if this is your very first time to my channel, please do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. I drop a video once a week, every single week, all having to do with living in Sonoma County. So if that interests you, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you don't know by now, I am a full-time real estate agent. All my contact information is popping up below. Call me, text me, email me, whatever is easiest for you. And with that out of the way, let's get into this map tour. Alrighty, so here we have the trusty map. Let's pop this little guy open here and give you guys some context just a little bit. So right now we're staring at the east side of Santa Rosa, the junior college neighborhood, AKA the JC neighborhood. And just so you guys can kind of get your bearings a little bit, this is pretty much what divides Santa Rosa. You have Highway 101 right here running north and south. You have Highway 12 right here running east and west. And the JC neighborhood is on the northeast side of Santa Rosa. So if we zoom in just a little bit here, you'll see right off the highway here, a couple of streets down is where you will find the heart of the junior college neighborhood. I get the question all the time, you know, I'm thinking about moving to this area, but I don't know where I want to live. I don't know what the houses look like. I don't know what's nearby, schools, things of that nature. So I figured I'd make a video like this. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of value. So let's zoom in just a little bit more here. So first, what you're going to notice is the JC neighborhood, very conveniently located right on the east side, the northern east side of Santa Rosa, very close to downtown. We're zoomed in a lot here, but if I just zoom out just a little bit, you'll see right over here, this is the Ridgeway neighborhood, a nice older section of Santa Rosa, and then right across the street from that is basically the JC neighborhood. Over here on the left, here's the junior college, Santa Rosa Junior College, and then you have Santa Rosa High School that's also nestled in. Right here we have Ridgeway Swim Center, a fun place. I've taken my son here a couple times. He's 3. We're trying to get him better at swimming or to learn how to swim. And this is a fantastic place to go. Never super crowded. They have lap pools in there. They have like a slide. They have like water features for little guys. So it's awesome that that's super close to us because I just live up here. I live off of Shenate, which is right over here, this little subdivision over here. So I'm close. JC neighborhood is the first house my wife and I lived at together. Fantastic neighborhood. So let's just dive into it a little bit more. I'm kind of rambling here, but so much to talk about. I guess first off, we will talk about things nearby. I mentioned earlier downtown Santa Rosa is just right here. Here's the movie theater, Roxy Stadium number 14. It's crazy to see how expensive going to the movies has been over the last couple of years. Right over here is the mall, if I can locate it somewhere. Here's Luther Burbanks. The mall's right over here. It's kind of hard to see, but the mall's right here, just on the outside of the JC neighborhood. So you got the mall, you have tons of stores in there. You have the movie theater right here. Luther Burbanks Home and Gardens. This is such a fantastic park. The historic Luther Burbank Gardens. Right here, the old home here is for you to tour if you want, or if you just want to go there in the summertime activities. They have music in the park. It's every Sunday, I think, in the summertime, a local live band goes there and they play. And the park is giant. I mean, like thousands of people could probably fit here, but we always go there, bring the little guy. He runs around in the grass area. We listen to music. We bring some food, maybe a couple drinks, hang out, listen to some music. It's always a good time over there. And then as you can see here, there's tons of parks nearby. So here's Doyle Park right here. And then if we come up here a little bit more, here is Franklin Park, Santa Rosa Memorial, and then there's Humboldt Park, which is this little square right here, kind of in the center of the JC. So if you have young kids, I always advise younger families to look into this neighborhood first, just because of all of the activities nearby, and you're so close to 101, so you can really get to wherever you want to go in a short amount of time. Over here on the left, we have an ice arena here. It's called Snoopy's Home Ice. I actually grew up playing ice hockey at this place. I played for 16 years. I started when I was 4, skating at 4, hockey at 6, and it was the greatest time of my life. So they have figure skating lessons there. They have public skates. They have toddlers on ice. They have ice hockey. They have hockey camps, hockey training, travel teams, in-house teams where you basically just stay and like play little games at home. However competitive you want to get with it, you can do right here. And it's amazing that we have this in Santa Rosa, because the next rink, I used to have to travel so far. San Jose, San Francisco, Berkeley, where else? Cupertino. Those are pretty much like the closest ice arenas from Santa Rosa. So the fact that we have one here in town is huge. So that's kind of what's nearby. Cafe Mimosa, great place to go get a mimosa, have some breakfast. If you're a huge coffee person, you're gonna love this neighborhood. We got Brew Coffee right here. Cabianca is one of the most incredible Italian restaurants you could go to. Highly, highly, highly recommend it if you are into Italian food. Barbershops all around here. Russian River Brew Co., one of the more famous breweries we have here in Santa Rosa. They have this beer. It's called Pliny the Elder, and comes out once a year, and they have a literal line that wraps around the entire building because it's a seasonal beer. So people just cannot wait to get their hands on that beer. So that is right here, just right here on downtown. Super, super close. Over here we have the Flamingo, an incredible, not only hotel, but they host events there. They have a giant pool. So if you're just looking to like go away for the day, they have a spa there. You can hang out at the pool all day, eat their amazing food, go to the spa later on that night. That's all right here. And then quickly, before we really just dive into this neighborhood, if you are enjoying this video so far, please do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. I drop a video once a week, every single week, all having to do with living right here in Santa Rosa and Sonoma County. And do something even greater for me, hit the like button. It takes you 2 seconds, doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps me out, so hit the like button. Before we kind of dive into more of the nuts and bolts of the JC area, let's point out some other neighborhoods nearby. Let's zoom out just a little bit more to give you guys a better idea. So I already spoke about, this is the Ridgeway district right here. Here's the JC neighborhood. Right up here is the Proctor Terrace neighborhood, one of the more expensive kind of premier neighborhoods. And then right next to that, we have the McDonald neighborhood, which in my mind is the best neighborhood in Santa Rosa. Just based off of its location, the style homes, they're all older, Victorian, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful homes, but it will cost you. The price point there in McDonald is about, you know, $1 million and up, $1.1 million, $1.2 million, so on and so forth going up. Proctor Terrace, a little bit easier to get in there as far as price is concerned. You can get in there $800,000-900,000 and up. And over here you have really flat, single level, larger homes. McDonald district is kind of like, you know, older Victorian, so they're bigger. And just a complete different style. The JC neighborhood price point here really varies. I would say, you know, low 5s, mid 6s, 700, you won't have a problem getting into this neighborhood. So again, it's a good neighborhood to kind of start out if you have a young family, if you're just looking to, you know, start in your real estate journey, purchase your first house. This is always a good investment, because there's always going to be such a high demand for this neighborhood because the college is nearby. So people buy homes, they rent them out to their kids while they're going to the JC. And it's just a great neighborhood. So let's just dive in a little bit more. Well, over here is Howarth Park, Spring Lake. So you're super, super, super close to that. High schools all over the place. We have Montgomery High. We have Santa Rosa High. Pioneer High is not too far away. So just kind of some nearby things about this neighborhood. And then if we're just diving into it a little bit more, you'll notice there's even more things popping up here. Super Burger, great place to go to if you're looking for a burger. They really have such a like older atmosphere. It's a smaller place, kind of like a horseshoe style where the waiter comes up to you, dishes out the food, and it's kind of a close, it's a small restaurant, but it's really, really nice because the food there is amazing. They have great milkshakes. It's just a fun time overall. So if we're starting kind of at the bottom here, Again, more things to do. King Street, this is one of the more, I guess, popular streets. People always like King Street and North Street. This is kind of like the main drag right in the JC neighborhood. We got Monroe Street over here, and then up here, this is one of my favorite parts of the JC neighborhood, is this little, let's wait for the computer here, here we go. It's called Beaver Street, and you'll notice it kind of wraps around in this horseshoe. The houses here are incredible. Like, they are a little close by to one another, but just it has such a friendly atmosphere to it. You can just tell all the neighbors are close. They keep an eye out on the neighborhood. The style homes here are great, and again, you're in that like $600,000-$700,000 price range. So that's a really, really fun street to explore. Spencer Street is one of the main streets here. Spencer and North, we sold one over here on the corner. That one we sold for 2 years ago, and that one sold for $630,000, but it's right on the corner, and just on the other side over here is McDonald Avenue. So again, McDonald neighborhood, more expensive, bigger homes, Victorian, just a beautiful neighborhood. Then going up here, there's a church right here, a rural cemetery, really, really cool. This is like I think this is the oldest cemetery in Santa Rosa. So here you'll find like all of the like local historic people, like Mark McDonald, the guy who made the McDonald district, who traveled here. He's buried there. Luther Burbank, all of the kind of like bigger, more renowned people in Santa Rosa, and they have like night walks here during Halloween. They have like a little night walk. It's kind of cool, you know, it's a little spooky, especially if you have like younger kids, but it's fun. This is like such an old place. Like the stonework here is incredible. Just a fun place to walk around if you're kind of into that sort of thing. And you'll see right here, grave of Robert Leroy Ripley from Ripley's Believe It or Not. He was a Santa Rosa local, and he, of course, is buried there. Over here, Franklin Park. And again, guys, if you're looking for like a vlog of this neighborhood and you actually want to see, not just look at a map, but see what it's like to live here, I did make a vlog on this neighborhood where I walked all around the streets, showed you guys what the homes look like, gave you the ins and outs of the neighborhood. Then make sure you check that vlog out. I'll link to it in the description below. But Franklin Park is a great park. Baseball fields there, huge grass area, fun place to bring your pets to, nice little play structure if you have kids. Ike's Sandwiches, a go-to staple in the JC neighborhood. Great sandwiches there, all at relatively low prices, so definitely check that out. The JC neighborhood isn't outlined anymore, but this little neighborhood up here, this is called Murdoch Terrace. More of like a hilly neighborhood, but still kind of in that like $700,000, $800,000, $900,000 price range. Not a lot of people talk about this neighborhood. Highland, you'll hear a lot of people call this neighborhood Highland Estates or Highland Park. I call it Murdoch Terrace. A lot of people call it Murdoch Terrace because there's a Murdoch Street, and it's basically the Murdoch Drive is right here. This is kind of like the main drag that leads you into it. More hilly. JC is definitely a lot more flat, single level, smaller homes. Just because they are older, you'll see a lot of like 3-bed, 1-bath homes, all ranging like 800 square feet and up. Ours, when my wife and I lived there, was about 1,100 square feet, 3-bed, 1-bath, bigger lots though. The selling point of the JC neighborhood not only is the constant demand for the neighborhood, but it's the lot sizes of the homes here in the JC area. When you're looking at new construction, you're going to see a lot of houses stacked right on top of one another. Here in the JC, it's more spread out. You have bigger lots. You know, maybe the homes are a little bit smaller, but you have nice large lots, especially if you're lucky enough to get a corner lot here. And again, a lot of that like 3-bed, 1-bath, 3-bed, 2-bath. You'll even find some 2 bedrooms here in this neighborhood. That's why I always recommend this neighborhood to smaller families, just because the demand, your investment's definitely going to be safe here. And it's a good starter home, right? If you're thinking about having kids, but you're not quite there yet, get into one of these 3-bed, 1-bath homes, you know, have your children, whatever the case is. And then at that time, when you're ready to sell, you have a little bit more equity. You can sell the house, move on, buy the bigger home, buy the dream home. But, you know, we all have to start somewhere. So great place to look is the JC neighborhood for that. And again, it's the convenience of the location, right? East side Santa Rosa, anybody you talk to, people love the east side of Santa Rosa. A little bit cleaner, a lot more things to do. Parks, downtown, movie theater, mall, all of these things are right here. And then if we kind of venture out of the JC neighborhood a little bit more, you'll see the main freeways are right here, right? So if you follow 12, this will take you all the way over. Here's Skyhawk, one of the more premier neighborhoods of Santa Rosa as well. Alta Vista, this is technically this neighborhood. Some people call it Alta Vista. Montecito Heights is what a lot of people call it. That's a great neighborhood as well. But if you just follow 12 this way, this will take you into Oakmont, which is our senior living community. And then from there, you can go into Kenwood, you can go into Napa, you can come into right here into Glen Ellen, Eldridge, Boise Hot Springs, Sonoma. All of this is super, super close. If you live anywhere on the east side of Santa Rosa, really, but the JC neighborhood is kind of one of the more, the bigger, more premier neighborhoods of Santa Rosa. But overall, a great place to live. I highly recommend you check it out. If you're looking for, maybe you want to see some homes that are available in this area, shoot me an email. All of my contact information is popping up down below. Send me an email. Let me know what you want to see. If you want to see some available homes in the area, if you have some more questions, whatever the case is, I would love to be your resource. And if you haven't by now, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. And it will notify you next time I drop a video all about living in Sonoma County. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.